Hey y'all, and welcome to part 1 of building a city. So today we're going to be building roads. I've already got some planned out, but today we're going to be planning out the downtown district of Palmhaven. So I've got two main roads going down here in two one-way sections, and then I've got a couple highways planned out over there. So let's start with our surface roads. Alright, so over here we have our arterial that's going to go north-south here. So outside of this downtown loop area here, I would like these to come together and curve slightly diagonal that direction. So let's try and get that. Alright, so I'm trying to get it so I can have this lane basically go in and then curve a little more out that way, and this one kind of just hits the diagonal. That's why this curve is so steep here. Okay, because I want it to go at this two block, 1 block angle, so I want it to continue out this way, and then I want it to have almost like a S kind of curve to go out there. Let's see if I can get this said. Because this is a very like soft curve. It's not that tight a turn. So I need space for a median. I'm gonna make my median 7 blocks wide, so I'd like it to be in line with this. Okay, so now I need to build a nice curve from here to there. It's not that bad. So they both start from this diagonal, and then this one fans that way, this one curves up that way. I actually quite like that. Alright, now let's try and get the other side of the road and actually fill it in. It's just now hitting me that there's gonna be sidewalks in the median now. Guess we'll have to crosswalk those out somewhere. Alright, now we get to start working on actual lanes. So this road is 3 lanes on each side, so there's 3 that go here and 3 that go here. Not much else to say, let's go. Alright, so we've got one curve done. Let's try to add some details to the lane markings. I'm gonna keep these lines solid so people don't merge into each other while trying to make this turn. And now we get to go and build the other side. Alrighty, now let's add some details to the lane markings on this one as well. Alrighty, so we've got this nice curve in our road here now. Alright, so in the future this will continue like straight out this way, but today we're working on the downtown area, so let's turn around this way. So they're gonna go both straight through here, and they're gonna hit that also divided road over there, and then this is another large arterial, and it's going to have a weird like highway bypass thing on top of it. I don't know how to describe it. You'll see it eventually, but it's gonna have a couple lanes at the bottom, act as a normal city road, but on the top there's gonna be those 2 lanes there that are gonna head out and connect with the highway that's gonna curve around here. So let's get working on this road straight through here. Slash fill, do it the lazy way. Alright, so now we're gonna try and use the most overpowered block in this game, if I could spell it. Structure blocks. So we're gonna use this to basically clone this road, this section of road out, because it's just log and straight and we can add details later. Alright, so now we're going to add another structure block, just say here, and then we're going to tell it to load and then put it in the right spot, so we're going to have it a little ahead. So we're going to have it right there, and then we're going to save this one again with this other structure block in it. And so now we can just clone this road, and so the lane markings match up, and we can just keep this road, this nice straight road, and just quickly build it here. Alright, so the road's gonna come out here, and then this little bridge, if you want to call it, is basically a mark of where the highway is gonna go. So there's gonna be a big highway that comes through here, and it's gonna interact with this road or intersect with this road, and then this road is going to merge back into one road instead of 2 one-ways, and it's going to go just straight north, straight this way. I don't know if y'all can kind of see it, but we've got a little bit of a plan. So I've got this side of the road, this side of the road, and then I've got the same kind of idea, but east to west over here. And then I'm gonna have the downtown area like in this, like enclosed in this highway area. So like downtown, where most of the skyscrapers are going to be in an office district. That's probably going to be around this area, and then all of in here will be pretty dense. Not all high rises, but some mid-low rises. But it's going to be the main downtown area is going to be in here. So I've got a couple roads laid out. I'm going to basically make this just a grid in this area, and then all the roads will curve going out of it. Because I've got the highway here that's going to go along this route here. It's going to curve a little mini interchange over there, I guess, and it's going to have a bigger interchange over here, and it's going to go out that way. So I might try and make a little drawing, I guess, of what I'm planning here, almost like a map. Look at it in all of its beauty. Wow, I know. But alright, so back here, let's do the same on this road, drag it out, and then build these ones as well. Then we can start on the little roads, and maybe some of the arterials. So now I'm going to try and build the same It really is going to be about the same road, and it's going to go east-west. And for the intersection here, I'm just going to basically drag them through each other, which looks really ugly now, but we can go back and fix it later, build an actual intersection with traffic lights and turn lanes and road markings. So yeah, I'm gonna add them, just layer on top of each other for now, but later we're gonna come back and fix it. Alrighty, and this is that same highway that's gonna come up. It's gonna come from over there, and it's gonna curve here, come down, intersect with this road, and then it's gonna go on a diagonal out that way. Alrighty, so now we've got some big roads here. So let's start working on these two roads. This one's gonna just go straight up and down, and then this one's gonna go here, and probably continue straight afterwards, even though the highway above it will turn. So yeah, let's get building. Okay, so this road has a really big median, really big gap in the middle, because this is going to have a bridge over it with almost like a like 2-lane each direction highway, basically. It's not going to have any entries or exits in this area, but it will be up there, and so for room for the supports and stuff, the median is comically wide. So let's add some lane markings, and let's get this cloned out. Alrighty, so basically the same thing as over there. They're just kind of cloned through each other right now. We'll work on intersections later, as well as the top deck. The highways will probably be a whole different episode. Alrighty, so this road's nice and long and straight now, so this is where the highway will come. Probably will be next episode, maybe a couple episodes down. We'll be building up this highway all the way around the downtown area here. Here there's gonna be, you can kind of see there's a big bridge marked out there, and this one will have one too. This is a canal, so this will all be water, which is also why everything is built I think about 40-ish blocks above the ground, so that the oceans and canals and stuff can actually have real depth, because this is all built on an island. So like I intend this to all be an island. This is one island, is another one, that's why there's the bridges between them. And this little street here, I guess, will have artificial walls on both sides. This one has mostly artificial walls, it's pretty developed. But I intend this island to have actually some pretty beaches. But that's why everything's built off of just comically floating in the air here. But anyway, so now it's time to start messing with some of the smaller roads here. I've got a couple little pulled out. Each block is about 100 by 100 blocks. So like that's 100 by 100, 100 by 100. And so there's just a couple blocks going up. The highways do kind of break that rule. They're not a perfect 100 by 100, but they're close. But yeah, so let's start working on some of the smaller roads around here. Oh my god, I can... But let's start working on some of the roads down here and try and get a nice grid forming up. Yeah, I just realized that I planned both of these are both backwards. They're supposed to be flipped the other way. That's a solvable problem, that's not that bad. It's a slight issue. See if I can just flip it. I mean, I guess I can. It's a little annoying though. Anywho, Guess we'll fix this then. Anywho, now that this one is fixed, we can actually start on the other side. Yeah, y'all won't believe this, but I managed to do it wrong again. So this is also backwards, not the way that I wanted it to be, which is dandy. Once again, pretty easy to fix. It's just annoying. If I had a nickel every time I made my one-directional road the wrong direction, I'd have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. So, now it's time to fix this side. Alright, so we've got a bit of a grid kind of forming here. We've got the main road coming through this way, main one coming through this way. So, yeah, I'm gonna do the north-south roads down there. And then there's going to be these east to west ones through here, and then we'll have a nice, beautiful 100 by 100 grid. This road over here is going to be 2-directional with no parking, because the highway's right there. There's not enough space for the 2, so I'm just going to have 1 in each direction over here. Alrighty, so we've got all of our arterials minus the highways, and all of our little neighborhood roads here. So now we're gonna build the neighborhood roads going this way, north. No, that's east-west. So time for another time lapse. Alrighty, so we've got a nice grid going here. We've got our main arterial coming through here, another one, and then we've got some collector arterial. It's kind of in between, I'm not even gonna lie. And there's the street. We've got a nice grid. It's oddly perfect. I don't know how to feel about it. Anyway, so let's try and plan out some of these roads a little bit, like where they're gonna go after we leave the downtown area here. Because this is the only area I want perfectly gridded like this. I probably will keep a grid style, but it won't be like the absolute perfect 100 by 100 little cubes here. So let's plan out for where some of these roads are gonna go. Alrighty, so I'm gonna start. I do intend for this road to kind of just go straight out here. So, yeah, let's just plan that out. Okay, so I intend for this road to thin out quite a lot after the next intersection. So, like, it's gonna have the next major intersection. So there's gonna be another road that just goes north or east-west here. And this is going to hit it, and it's going to get thinner. Not lane-wise thinner, just like the median there is quite wide, and I don't want this road to be that wide. So it's just going to go down. There's going to be no sidewalks in the median anymore. Just enough space for a turn lane, and that's going to be it. So we're going to have this road, and this road is just going to head straight that way. And so when it hits another road over there, it's going to lose its extra wide median. Alright, so these roads will intersect here, and the median will get thinner. This one will stay about the same. Alrighty, I need a plan for generally around, because there is kind of a loop highway, but there also does need to be another north-south road. It doesn't really have to be that big of an arterial. This one's probably carrying a lot of the traffic there. But, I do need another road out here. Probably a couple blocks away from the highway though. Because I want this road to do the same as the other side, kind of merge into one. I'm trying to think of how to do that, because it needs to probably be more aligned with one than the other. So like, because I don't want them to meet in the middle just because of how that would affect like the grid and stuff. So one side needs to kind of merge in. I'm probably going to merge it to this way because that road's right there, and then there's that one. So with this one, something similar to that one's going to happen, where they basically just curve together. But out here, there's less building and more planning. So I'm going to set the time today, but I'm going to just build this out and probably have another north-south running collector road up here. Probably gone far enough there. So the highway's gonna come in out there, so I'd like my arterial, or not my arterial, my collector probably to be about here-ish. So there can be like a couple blocks of, like city blocks away from the highway, so they're not right next to each other. So it's probably just gonna go straight. Let's see here. It's probably gonna, yeah, just head straight south from right around here. And then that road over there will come out over here as well. Alright, so these two roads will intersect out here, and this is probably as far as we're gonna go for right now, because this is a couple thousand blocks by a couple thousand blocks again. It's pretty big area. Might be biting off more than I can chew, but we'll try. We'll see. So now we're gonna have some roads like this around the other side as well. Probably pull that one out further as well. I do want it to lose its really thick median after the highway though. So let's go over to the other side here and plan up our shenanigans over there. Alrighty, I'm thinking here because this highway does not have a frontage road, so it can't really be used as a local road. It will probably only intersect with this road here, maybe with this one, not really sure about that one yet, but it won't be able to, like if you want to go there and you want to go up north, or not north, if you want to head, I think that might actually be west. If you want to head west from here, thinking that's north, that's east, oh my god. Anyway, so if you want to head that way from here, you can't, which isn't good, because you'd have to go all the way back there, and then up, and then back out, which, considering it's right there, without heading through any neighborhood roads, wouldn't be that nice. So I want to add a collector style, or a collector size road here, but the issue is what happens when the highway ends and there's a new road there, because this highway is going to come through, and the main highway is going to turn. Right here, and so these two are little jet outs of basically where exits will be to new arterial / collector sized roads that are going to come out to it, which is all great, fine, and dandy, except when this road goes up, there's going to be two right next to each other, and it's going to be a little bit of a awkward intersection there, which might be a fun design challenge, I guess, but I'm not sure how to. I guess we could go straight there and then curve it out and then have it, actually that could work. Okay, so let's time set day for the 20th time today, and then we're gonna have this road come up, and it's gonna be straight until there, and it's gonna go up and around and meet with our other road that went out that way. Okay, so once it hits this one, I might just go ahead and curve it out a little bit. So I'm gonna have it come straight through this road, and I'm gonna start a curve here so that I can get it to hit this road at an angle and then keep moving. It might just keep moving at that angle, actually. I could keep it going at that diagonal until it hits that one, and so it doesn't get in the way of any of the... Actually, that works. Okay, sweet. So basically this road will then be able to intersect with both directions of this one before it merges up again, and it's just going to continue diagonally out that way. Probably I'm going to have it turn straight again around here. So now I'm going to pull this road straight out to here. And then that's probably all of the this side planning for today. Alrighty, so that's probably all for today. I've got all these roads. It really doesn't look like much, but my render distance is on 80, I think, right now. Each of these blocks is 100 by 100, so this area is pretty big. It's gonna take a while to fill in. So, yeah, come back next week. I'm gonna try and post an update for this series, if you want to call it that, at least once a week. But, we'll see how that goes. No guarantees, but, next time we're gonna work on a lot of the intersections and maybe get into some of the quays over here. But in the next couple episodes, we'll finish up the roads with the intersections, with the highways, and with some bridges across the canal. Anyway, this is my first unscripted video like this, so if y'all like it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for part 2, I guess. Hopefully there's more than just parts 1 and 2. I do want to turn this into like a real city, something nice, pretty presentable. I'm gonna try to post an update here on Palmhaven at least once a week. Not sure if that's sustainable though, so don't hold me too accountable. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you later.